This Q&A with Ramon Ray. We've been streaming on Clubhouse for a few seconds. Now I'm streaming on video. Glad you're here. Today we're about one thing and one thing alone, and this is your biz Q&A, and we're going to focus on, do you need a PR firm or not? And it may surprise you my answer. Hey, Marilyn, the advantage of being on Clubhouse is that those who are on Clubhouse can unmic and talk a bit, but this time today we're going to be teaching something. So I'll be teaching for a minute or two. A minute or two means, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, 4 hours. We'll see how long I go teaching something, and then I'll be opening the floor to discussion, to questions, to comments, and more importantly, questions for me. Be a little different format than I'm running today. But welcome again to Your Biz Q&A with Ramon Ray. Really trying to discipline myself to do these on a regular basis to serve and add value to the people. But I'm Ramon Ray, a five-time entrepreneur, five-time author, sold 3 companies, and I'm a grandfather and a half. Been married for about 32 years to one lady, and that's a little about me. I live in the vacation capital of the world, and what excites me all day and all day alone is building media companies where we educate entrepreneurs, we educate small business owners how to get to the next level in their entrepreneurial journey. Hey, Patty, glad you're here today. Patty from New York, watching on LinkedIn on video as well. So today we're going to have a special session, a special segment really teaching you about awareness, teaching you about amplification, teaching you about brand building, and really dissecting the aspect of, do you need a PR firm or not? Why am I qualified to talk about, do you need a PR firm or not? Well, thanks for asking, because I've invested my own money to be on national TV. Some of you may have seen me on MS Now, it's called. Some of you may have seen me on Fox Business. I've been on dozens of radio stations. I've been on Cheddar. I've been on so many platforms. Been in the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Reuters, Carl Gray, and more. Glad you're here today on the Facebook side on video. So this is one of the reasons why I'm qualified to teach you about, do you need a PR firm or not? Because I've spent my own money, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on being on PR, using PR firms. I spent my money as well buying my way on 2 stages. I spent my own money on, I wouldn't say failed attempts, but failed attempts. So I'm the guy who's done my own PR. I've been there and I've done it. I'm the person who's invested my own money and hired PR firms to help me do it. And I've hired like the pay to play. So I've done all of that and more. And I'm excited today to teach a concept today that some of you may find very interesting and very useful as we touch on, is it useful for you to hire a PR firm or not? So we're going to jump into today's training, and glad to see Carl here and Patty here and others who are jumping on the video side. Glad again, as I've already greeted Portia and Marilyn and Marcus Black. Glad they're here on the Clubhouse side, and we'll see how this goes in my teaching today. So here's a few things, and I'm opening up the video side on, opening up my slides on the video side using Restream. Those who are curious, I'm using Restream, and put some slides up. That's one benefit of Restream. You can have slides right in there integrated. Zoom shows a little differently. And you notice I have no registration, I have no landing page, nothing like that. So we'll see how this goes. And many people may say, Ramon, you should have a landing page. You should have a registration system, capture those leads. I probably should have. Better ways maybe I can do this. But you know what? It's all about experimenting as well. It's all about adding value. It's all about seeing what works and what doesn't work. And that's what we're going to do today. So those who are joining, we'll have a few minutes of me teaching. I got a few slides, about 29 slides. Doesn't mean I have 29 points. As y'all know, I speak very fast. I can go through 100 slides in 2 minutes. So I'm going to teach a few things today, and then get your questions ready, comments ready for business in general, whether it's business, whether it's entrepreneurship, starting a business, growing a business. But my specialty is publicity, marketing, sales. My specialty is events. I've produced dozens and dozens and dozens of events, and not just being hired to be an event producer. No, I've spent my own money and got the food, my own money, and got the camera, lights, and stage, my own money, and got the tape, my own money, and got the staff. So again, I'm telling you this because, again, a lot of people have done a lot of things, but that's my slice of expertise where I've done it. I've done events, produced events, sponsored events, hosted events, emceed events, keynoted events, and all the things PR and more. So that's who you're talking to today. So again, Clubhouse side, welcome TN, glad you're here. Kathy is here, and Chris is here, and Olivia is here. What's up, Olivia? Ade is here, and Michael is here, and so many others. Glad you all are here today. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. How do I get my phone on Do Not Disturb? See, I shouldn't have to do that. It should know that I'm live, and I shouldn't have to tell it. It should know that I'm live, and it should not disturb me. There we go. Phone's on now. Do Not Disturb. Ooh, now how do I get rid of this? There we go. Man, it's amazing how these phones work, y'all. Y'all have no clue how difficult it is to be in these streets sometimes. All right. So let's jump right into it. Do you need a PR firm? Curious, by the way, if you're here in the room today, whether you're hearing it live and on demand, and you've wondered, is it time for me to make an investment in a PR firm? Put PR in the chat. Just curious who's here and who's thought about, should I have a PR firm or should I not? Some have never know it's not for them. Some know it is for them. Some are not ready yet. But a PR firm, a regular New York or some other type of PR firm can cost you $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, give or take, to get the results that you want. And usually you have to, sign on with them for 3 months, 6 months, because it takes some time. So Carl Gray's thought about it. Good. And I'm sure there's others who've thought about a PR firm or have leveraged a PR firm. So let's jump right into today. And again, those who are watching on video, you can see the slides on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, X, and Facebook page as well. So do you need a PR firm is an operable question of the day. And the sub-question of the day really is asking, do you need a system for visibility? Is that really what you're looking for? And I got this from a client of mine in Ramon Office Hours who expressed that she had hired a PR firm, but she said really what she was looking for is a system of visibility. So I'm going to touch on that today. So do you need a PR firm is question number one. And so let's dive into really what is a PR firm. Interestingly enough, using these slides here, these slides are coming out looking a bit weird. So I'm going to take a minute or two. I'm just going to see if I can edit this a bit and make this look a little better. See how this may look. Yeah, this looks better. Good. So I switched the slides around. So what is a PR firm first and foremost? And again, thank you all for being here on Your Biz Q&A with Ramon Ray. A P&R is a PR firm is an agency. It could be an individual. It could be a consultant, but an agency or somewhat. They're using their relationships and strategy really to get you featured in the media. That's the bottom line. It could be me. It could be my friend Marcus Black. It could be Portia. It could be Mary Lynn. It could be a number of other people here on the stage with us. But they're using the relationship in some way to get you press, to get you publicity, to get you on CNN, to get you in Discover, to get you on Good Housekeeping. Maybe it's to get you on a segment of Breakfast with Champions on Clubhouse. Take it what it is. But a PR firm, it could be a consultant, it could be an individual. You're paying them really to leverage their relationships and, in fairness, to leverage their expertise to get you some media. Maybe you want to be in a podcast. Maybe you want to be in a blog. Maybe you want to be featured in Inc. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur. Who knows? But they're using their relationships and expertise in some way. They know how to pitch. They know how to do the things. Thanks, TN. TN's like, okay, come on, Ramon, let's go. Validated that to get you some publicity. That is what they're doing. So that is what a PR firm is, a public relations firm, public relations, using the relationships of the public. I don't know why it's called public relations. Probably a better word is maybe media relations firm to do that. Second thing is to ask then is what is the media? That's the other question to ask. Ramon, what is the media? Podcasts, blogs, TV, newsletter, radio, YouTube, any number of platforms, any number of channels where there's someone like me or somebody else who has a platform and they're talking. That's what the media is. The media could be a blog, a media could be a podcast, media could be a medium, could be a Substack, could be any number of channels where the media meaning the medium, meaning this media of TV, of radio, of what you can see, what you can hear, what's spoken to, there's a platform. So that's what the media is. And I think it's not just CNN. It's not just ABC News. It could be a podcast. It could be a blog. And I love this Marcus Black jumping on here from Facebook. Always love having you here, Marcus Black. Anything you can do to amplify and maximize your visibility in the TSP framework. Come on now. There's no traffic without visibility. Absolutely, Marcus. This is Lamar Tyler talks about this all day long. Traffic, sales, and profit. You cannot have profit without sales, and you surely darn well cannot have sales without traffic, without awareness, not visibility. So that is what the media is. Love it. Chris is here saying yes, yes, thumbs up. Chris is here with the emoji bus as well. Love having you here, Chris. Grateful that you're here. So that's what the media is, just as we level set that. Now, you may talk about what is PR versus marketing, and I'm not going to be a snob and say there's really a big difference, PR versus marketing. There could be. PR, people may say it's borrowed attention, where you're hiring somebody to be on somebody else's platform. Marketing is maybe owned attention, where you own that platform, your own email list, your own YouTube channel. A PR could be where I'm going on Portia's channel, I'm going on Marcus Black's channel, I'm going on Mary Lynn's stage in Tarpon Spring. That could be, if we're finessing this, but PR and marketing, in my humble opinion, it's relatively the same side of a very similar coin. So what is now the role of PR? What is the role of getting publicity for our businesses? What is the role of getting the media to talk about you? Understanding here, visibility only matters if it leads to credibility, partnerships, or revenue. So the ROI, the purpose, the return on investment of you getting PR is that you get this visibility, yes, but it's not just the visibility alone, that you're looking for. What you're looking for at the end of the day is you're looking to get credibility. You're looking to get some leads. You're looking to get partnerships. You're looking to get revenue. Hey, Danny, glad you're here today on the video side watching on Facebook. Appreciate that. Glad you're here. So this is the goal. This is the ROI, because there's nothing you should do just for the sake of doing it. I mean, I must say, side note, I do some things every now and then just for the sake of vanity. And that may not be so good. What can I say? I'm human. So sometimes I might say, yeah, I'll be on your stage. I want to be here, even though I have no business being there. But it is what it is. So PR in itself, that's the reason why you may want to consider hiring a PR firm, or reason why you may want to have some visibility for your business. Now, going on here, a few more things we'll talk about today, and then I'll open the floor. Anybody who has questions, anybody has comments for me. As you're thinking of PR, as you're thinking of getting publicity for your business, as you're thinking of getting attention for your business, PR works best, understand, oftentimes when it's tied to a hook. Why do you find that people often who have books get on media? Why? I'm a journalist. I'm media. I have a media company. I'm not going to just, hey, Marcus is a good guy, let's have him on my show. Now, I would do that for Marcus. I would do that for Denny. I would do that for Patty. But it's got to be some hook. What's some reason? Or I can have anybody on my show every day. No, there's a hook. Hey, Patty has a new book out all about how you should overcome grief. Check out Patty's new book, blah, 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 blah. We're here to have Patty, the expert who talks about blah, blah, blah. That's an example of why people have these hooks, why people have these things, and why they use these and leverage these to get on media and to get attention. And why is that? Because it's a hook, and hooks are powerful ways that you can get on a platform that people will give you the attention. So do you have a book? Do you have a launch? Is there a trend? Is there an opinion? Is there data? Is there something that you have seen, something that you want to share about that may be aligned with certain media that they may then say, hey, we'd like to have you on our show. So again, everybody, welcome. My name is Ramon Ray, modding up my friend Denny, modding up Judy, and I think y'all know, please do not make everybody a moderator. But the benefit of being a moderator is you can help me with the room and add other people, bring other people up that you see a value. They have their bio fully filled out. Please only bring people up like that. A lot of people on Clubhouse that we just don't know who they are. So please do not bring up every single person. Bring up people who look like, they got a bio filled out and they can add value to the room. So timing is everything when you're looking to get media attention. Do you have a book out, or is there some holiday? Is there something coming up that you can add value? What's the hook? Because understand, and I'm going to touch on this later on, that media is all about attention. Media is all about attention. They're doing these shows not just for their health. It's Easter's coming up, Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving coming up, breast cancer awareness is coming up. There's something that AAA talked about, having seatbelts better. Something is coming up. Black History Week, it's St. Patrick's Day. Something's coming up. You're so welcome, Patty. So now, this is where newsworthiness wins, and I encourage people, whether you hire a PR firm or not, the media cares about what's relevant to their audience. They don't give a darn about you. I'm like, oh, we have a new VP of sales. So what? Oh, our sales went up. So what? Unless you're Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or some big brand or Netflix, media don't really want to cover you. There's got to be a reason. So hence, the newsworthiness wins. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and tomorrow's a special day. Give teachers, I don't know, some special day for teachers, for example, tomorrow is an example. That's a hook. If you're a mindset coach, maybe you can say, hey, listen, I got 3 things everybody can do to say thank you to their teacher. That's newsworthy. And you can attach that and pitch that to, quote unquote, the media. This is the game. This is what you want to do. I've done it over and over and over and over and over again. I love that question, Patty. I'm going to star that question and come right back to that. Love that question. All about pre-launch and relaunch PR. Speak on the benefits. Love that, Patty. I will touch on that indeed. Patty's chiming in here on LinkedIn. Love it. So the question to ask yourself, Olivia, the question to ask yourself, Denny, the question to ask ourselves is, are you ready for PR? And I think one way to know if you're ready for PR, publicity, is can you communicate clearly, confidently, and authentically under pressure? Now, understand, all PR is not under pressure. All PR is not quick. All PR is not like the fast, focused TV or radio where there's a quick soundbite or segment. All PR is not like that. Some are more long form. It's somebody interviewing me, and it may be an hour, maybe a 90-minute podcast. So some PR is longer. But then again, some are shorter. So this is important to understand. Are you ready for PR? And I would say that some people think they are and say, yeah, I'm ready for PR. But many times you're not. You think you're ready for PR, but many times you're not. You think you are, though. And I get it. It's not easy. But oftentimes that's something where you need to understand and think, am I PR ready? Can I speak in a soundbite? Can I speak eloquently? And I'm going to share some other things that may be an indicator if you're ready for PR or not. One thing I do want to touch on is the power of camera presence. We've been inundated with people thinking that their little green screen, their grayed out screen is the way to do it. I get it. Some of you may be living in a small apartment. That's the best you can do. I get it. But if you really want to get to the next level in media, you really want to get to the next level in what you're doing, you need to get good lighting. I have on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights where I'm at in natural sunlight. Everybody can't do that. I get that. I understand that. But if you want to take your PR, you want to take what you're doing to the next level, you need to invest in yourself. So do you have good lighting? That's one. Do you have a good background? This background is designed. I don't got to put green screen on. I don't got to blur something out. I don't got kids running behind me. Everybody's not like that. I get it. But when you want to play with the big boys, you want to play with the big girls, you got to invest in big girl, big boy stuff. Can't just have your phone and moving around and clicking around. You need to come out proper if this is what you want to do. Love this, Patty. I know why you're asking these questions, Patty, because you want to run down with Ramon Cup, a book bag. That's what you want, Patty. I know why you're doing it. So the power of camera presence. Camera presence, by the way, and being camera ready doesn't just mean how you look, your clothes and all this, but again, your lighting, your sound. Are you dressed up proper? Do you look like you're ready for your 5 minutes of fame? And again, something I've seen, many people are not. In their office, it's echoing. They got dogs barking. Roar, 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 roar. I'm so sorry for the dogs. There should be no sorry for the dogs. Take the freaking dogs outside, put them in your car, and lock the door. Sorry, y'all people who love dogs, get mad at me. That's just how it is. There's no excuse. If you want to play at another level, you got to be at another level. This is a fact. So that's the power of, are you camera ready for PR? Next up, I want you to think about, are you the expert or the feature? And this I want you to be very careful about. I want you to really think about. Are you the expert? Come on, Malika. You know how it is. Some people don't come proper. Are you the expert or the feature? This is something I want you to ask yourself. The expert is the one who will comment on the news of the day. The expert is the one who will say, hey, here's what I can bring to the table. Here's the thoughts that I can bring. I leverage my expertise. That's where I like to fit in oftentimes. The feature is one. Let's say there's a story about something. I'm not going to use them more, but let's say it's boy, I'm blanking out here. Let's say it's National Donut Day, and your daddy had a donut shop, and you're opening it back up again. You would be the feature. You would be the featured person. Your daddy had a donut shop. It's reopening again. You're the feature. Someone like me would be the expert to come on and talk about 3 ways that donut shop can be successful with smart marketing. See the difference? Both are good, but just decide what you want to be. Not all the time. You can shift up, but do you want to be the feature in that story, or do you want to be the expert in that story and comment? So those are some things you want to think about. And again, this is the expertise that I have about PR, about marketing, about sales, about branding, because I've done it. I lived it all day long. So this is what you want to do. Malika's saying my dog and kids were acting up on my live on Sunday. There we go. But Malika, you know what? That's your live. That's your platform. And hey, Queen, that's okay. That's your platform. That's okay. But when it comes time for CNN, when it comes time for Fox Business, when it comes time for the podcaster, and you got to show it proper, that stuff just ain't cool. I mean, it's adorable at some point, but it's not cool for you to be distracted. They don't want a show like that, and they most likely will not invite you back again. So that's why before you get this and invest in this, have a proper place so you can close the door and you can come up proper, okay? By the way, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Those joining, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. Those who are hearing the sound of my voice right now are like, wow, what Ramon is saying is fire. Who's this guy? I'd like to work with him. Well, that's very easy. If you're on Clubhouse, then click on that link on Clubhouse, or if you're hearing the sound of my voice, RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. I encourage you to go there. You get 1 month for free coaching to work with me, coaching or mentoring you to take your business to the next level. This is what we do. Mindset, marketing, sales, press, and more. We pour into you. I teach a concept, and then it's open season for me to work with you specifically in your business. This is what we do at Ramon Office Hours. I encourage you, by the way, to check that out, RamonOfficeHours.com. It's free for 1 month. You don't have anything to lose. You got nothing to lose. It's free for a month. So you can try it out. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you like it, Stay with it. So I encourage you to check that out, RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. Check that out and see how you can work with me, Ramon Ray. If you're liking this knowledge and I'm proving myself to you, I'm proving that I know what I'm talking about, well, I invite you to join me and many others who've joined already in Ramon Office Hours. All right, let's keep moving forward here. Yes, RamonOfficeHours.com. Thanks for asking, Ide. RamonOfficeHours.com. It's the link in the Clubhouse link that you'll see right there. Thanks, Ade, for asking. Check it out and let me know what you think, by the way. While I'm talking here, you browse. If you have a question about it, I'll be done in a few minutes, and then we can talk about it. So, are you the expert or the feature? That's the question of the day. Now, another part is here, about halfway through here. How do you choose the right PR firm? There are different types of PR firm that have different expertises. Some PR firms may be faith-based leaning, and they love working with Christian entrepreneurs. Some may have a passion for working with women entrepreneurs. Some may have a passion working with all types of entrepreneurs. Some are very tech-focused. Some may be food-focused. So there's many different types of PR firms, or PR firms at least, that have certain expertises, and you want to consider which one is best for you. A lot of the branding and work that we do for clients and things of this nature is business experts and business coaches that are saying, you know what, I need more visibility. I need credibility consistently. I would like more of this done. So a lot of the work we do is with our business coaches, business experts, consultants, and we can put them on stages, put them on platforms, and help them amplify their brand a lot more. That's the work that I do. You want to find a PR firm that works best for you. All right. PR cost versus expectations. That's one of the biggest questions that I'm asked, Ramon. What will this cost me to work with a PR firm? Ooh, I love this. Patty, I'm starring all your questions, Patty. Come on now, Patty. I love this, Patty. All right, Patty's got some questions in the chat. I'm starring them. I got 4 questions for Patty. I'm going to answer. Patty, I love this. Keep the questions coming. So, what are some costs that you may want to pay for a proper PR firm? They could range. But most rates I've seen, it's hard to get a traditional agency PR firm for less than $3,000 a month. I think $3,000 to $5,000 a month is what you can expect to pay. And what can you expect from this? You know what? You should ask them, because it ranges. But if you want national media, any PR firm that says they can guarantee that, they're not talking proper, because it's hard. You got hundreds of PR firms with thousands of clients, all who want to be in the Wall Street Journal. It's the long game. Now, I've been in the Wall Street Journal. I've been in Associated Press. I think I've been in Reuters. I've been on MSNBC. I've been on Fox Business. I've done that. I pitched myself. Some others, PR firms have done it. So I've done the work. I know what it takes. So if you want to be on those national media, you can. And there's ways to do that. And I've shared already some of the ways to do that here. But don't forget about other platforms, a good podcast, a good blog, a Medium, a Substack. So many of the ways you can start to get publicity and press and leverage it for your business, which leads me to the second question. Ade, can you do PR yourself? Chris, can you do PR yourself? Lisa, can you do PR yourself? Dre, can you do PR yourself? Ooh, that's a song. Ooh, I'm liking that. Okay, Ramon, stop getting distracted. Yes, you can. I've done PR myself many times. In fact, I have an event coming up in 2 weeks. I pitched every single one of the journalists myself. We got Axios coming. We got Business Insider coming. That event is filling up, and I've done the pitches myself. So you can do it, but it takes time. Do you want to take the time to do it? Thank you, Layla, for being here. Do you want to take the time to do it? I don't know. Do you have the expertise to do it? Do you have the connections or the relationships to get it done yourself? You could, but that's one of the advantages of letting somebody else do it for you. Their expertise, their time, and their relationships. Come on, Patty's saying that's what happens when you go to Genius Talks. Y'all want to know what Patty's talking about? Check out geniustalksevents.com. geniustalksevents.com for our brand new sold out event series. And we are taking the show on the road nationally, by the way, geniustalksevents.com for those who want a brand new experience of in-person events for entrepreneurs. All right. So can you do PR yourself? Absolutely. Yes, you can. Moving on to the next point, there's a hybrid model. Because oftentimes I find that people are saying, Ramon, I hired a PR firm because I want them to get me on stage. I want them to help me with content. I want them to help me with my blog. I'd be careful of mixing all those things together, but I get it. And maybe this is where you have an agency that does do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and move you to the next level. But let's say Marcus Black, he got his book out. He may hire a boutique PR firm or someone like possibly even Portia Steele, depending on what she does, and say, hey, listen, give me some help and guidance to do a variety of things for me in a certain scope of time. So there's a hybrid model that you can do, some yourself, some that you can do on your own. But I do want you to be clear in what you want. This leads me to kind of a different model. This leads me to different aspects of really what it takes. Hiring a PR firm is one thing you can do, but I wanted to touch on something because oftentimes people ask this, Ramon, can you help me get on stages? Ramon, can I hire a PR firm to get me on stages? Yes, you can, but this is where things start to get muddy. I attend a number of events. I host and speak at a number of some of the biggest events in the world. I've been on Aspire stage. I've been on hosting Entrepreneur Level Up, Excel Summit for Men, South by Southwest, Scale with Stability with John Maxwell's coming up, Social Media Marketing World. So someone like me, you may say, Ramon, oh, I can hire a PR firm, which you may want to consider doing. But if specifically you want to get on stages, you may want to hire kind of a boutique consigliere who has an in with some of the specific places that you want, who can whisper in somebody's ear and say, hey, Marcus Black can speak. Hey, Portia can speak. That may be one thing to do, because I often find that people want to get on stage and some people hire a PR firm to do that. That could work depending on the PR firm. But oftentimes, what is a PR firm going to do? They're just going to cold pitch and apply to get you on stage, but they don't really know the producers of who are doing on stage events. So it's something you need to consider. Now, going to, as I pivot a little bit and get ready to end here and take some open Q&A, going back to being a speaker and getting on stages, because that's something many people ask. In the same way I talked about a PR firm, you have to be camera ready. Same way, if you want to be a great speaker, thank you, Patty, and you want to get on stages, you have to be able to be a great speaker. And one of the things about many speakers I see, they think they're a good speaker, but they're not. Just because you can move your mouth, just because you can move your hands, just because you can tell some stupid jokes does not mean you're a good speaker. It doesn't. It takes a bit of training, takes a bit of finesse, takes a bit of confidence. And being a better speaker than you are today is for all of us to do. But a good speaker, if you want to be invited on the, to have a chance to be invited on the best stages in the world, you got to be a good speaker. You have to be able to control your energy. You have to be able to control your vibration. You have to be able to control how you speak. You have to be able to control your tonality. You have to be able to connect to the audience. You have to be able to understand what the audience wants versus what you want and what the host wants. Understand how you command the stage. How do you pause? How do you not? How do you get the best photos or not? Do you come off the stage or stay on the stage? Do you hold the mic? Do you not hold the mic? Do you come? All these things make a great speaker who can deliver the key points they need to deliver to cause the audience to take action and to cause the audience to move and to feel what you want them to feel. That is what a great speaker can do. And so as you're looking also to get on stages, I want you to consider this as well. Are you even a good speaker? Now, to get on speaking, to speak on stages, oftentimes you can apply blindly, but I do find that warm connections win. Now, I've applied oftentimes blindly for things, and I've gotten some good traction. But I find oftentimes it's the warm connections, connections that people can refer me that I've gotten on some of the best and biggest stages in the world. So it's the warm connections that I've done. All right, moving forward, then I'm going to open up the floor for questions. Patty's already asked a few here, so I'm going to touch on her questions first. I'll do that in rapid fire. But leveraging PR firm relationships, and I must say here, the real value that a PR firm can bring, whether it's on a stage or on whatever it may be, is in the relationship. So here goes to another point. We talk about relationships. What do you think about paying for placements, Ramon? Now, I was just on MSN, on a platform, just released 2 days ago. I paid for that. Just wanted to try it, a couple $100. And they say, hey, here's some of the best speakers in 2026, something like that. I wanted to get that in the SEO, wanted to get in AI. I didn't think really through it. Maybe if I was talking to Favor on BWC, he'd say it was not a good idea. But I wanted to try it. It's okay to experiment sometimes. So I paid for placement. Now, there's different types of paying for placement. Paying a PR firm who gets you on ABC tonight, that's not paying for placement. You paid the PR firm to leverage their relationships and their expertise and got you that placement. Now, paying for placement, literally though, is if you paid ABC or you paid Fox, you paid Inc. and said, here's my money, put me on your platform. That oftentimes they won't do, but there's ways around that. So I just wanted to say that because oftentimes we're probably inundated with people saying, hey, pay us and we'll get you an Inc., we'll get you here, we'll get you there. Should you do it? Should you not? I wouldn't say no. I would say evaluate it. If you want, email me about it. Those who are in the Ramon office hours, you can bring that up in one of our coaching calls. But I wouldn't say don't do it, but I would say think before you do. By the way, those of you who are joining, my name is Ramon Ray, 5-time entrepreneur, sharing about how if you should hire a PR firm for your business, and I hope this is good for you, hope this is useful for you, hope you are enjoying it. Those who are saying, you know what, I'd love to get more of this. I'd love to work with Ramon Ray. Check out Ramon Office Hours, RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com, or just check out the link that's on the Clubhouse site. You can click that link, or if you're hearing the sound of my voice or seeing the screen, RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com, and I'd love to invite you to check me out for free, for 30 days, free, and get more of this. If you have questions, want to go in deeper, want me to help you build your business, you want to definitely check out Ramon Office Hours. A few other points we'll make, and then we'll pause here for a Q&A and discussion. On the Clubhouse side, you can just unmic, raise your hand. Those who are moderators can see if you have a full bio filled out, a full, proper bio. We know you're not a bot. And if you are a bot or you're a spammer, it's okay. If you get off by saying something stupid, we'll just quickly move you from the stage. So it's no big deal. I find it very humorous. People just get on the stage and scream, and then you just got to take them down like, okay, you're blocked. Anyways, as you get success with PR, another thing I beg you to do, don't waste your opportunity. Don't waste your feature. You got on Good Morning America, or you got on a blog. You got featured on Breakfast with Champions. Marcus Black put you on his podcast. Portia put you on her podcast. You're on my podcast. Don't waste that. Do a reel from that. Take a screenshot of that. Do a press release from that. Milk that sucker for all you can get. This is what you should do. And make it easy for people to use you. Do you have a bio? Do you have a photo? Do you have the right messaging? Do you have topics you can speak about to feed the producer, to feed the journalist, to feed the blogger, even before they say yes to you? The number one thing you can do, I encourage you, think like a journalist. Think like the person you're pitching. Who have they had in the past? Who would they want on their media, on their platform? Why would they want you? And this is where it comes to really consistency. I'm a firm believer in hiring PR firms to help you get to the next level. And I would say where many small business owners fall, where many small business owners do not do this well, is consistency. Many of them are not consistent. That's the challenge for many of them. Your brand is the engine of what you're doing. And I'm encouraging you, it's not just a one hit, it's consistency in getting visibility for your brand. It's consistency to getting the content, getting on podcasts, getting on video, being interviewed on platforms like what I'm doing right here. Our show is growing. This is what it takes as you're looking to get to the next level in your business. Ask yourself, what podcasts have you been on? What stages have you been on? What summits have you been on? What collaborations have you been on? What visibility are you in? And I love this question. I'll answer this question as well. Thank you for being here, KJI. Glad you're here on YouTube. So this is what it takes. And I wanted to show you all again. I'm going to answer questions now. Let me go to a different screen here. And again, thank you all for being here today. Got a lot of questions coming in on the video side. And if we have questions on the Clubhouse side, I'll take those as well. And we'll go for another 20 minutes, and then we'll end both rooms. But I will say, bottom line, as I said, my name is Ramon Ray. If you're liking what we're talking about, we do this on my office hours on a regular basis. You can check that out, RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. Those of you who said, you know what, I need coaching, I need mentorship, I need somebody who I can trust, someone who's been there and done that, who knows marketing, who knows sales, who knows blogging, who knows going live, who knows all these things. I'd love them to teach me what they're doing. I want to steal their playbook. Check it out, RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. I encourage you to go there. Also, we have something else that is probably not for most of you, but those of you who are looking to get consistent amplification for your brand, we have something called Prime, where on a regular basis, we will feature you on podcasts. On a regular basis, we will feature you in blogs. On a regular basis, we will work to get you on stage. On a regular basis, we will pitch you to podcasts. Something called Prime. Those of you who are interested in that, I'm going to make it hard intentionally because it's not for all of you, but just email me. My email is ramon@ramonray.com. Ramon@ramonray.com. And put in the subject line of your email, Prime. Ramon@ramonray.com. Those of you who are interested in saying, hey, you know what? I know I need consistent visibility and I'm ready to get to the next level. I'd love to be featured on podcasts consistently. I'd love to be featured on platforms like this consistently. I'd love to get on stages consistently. I'd love to get my brand out consistently. We have a new offering called Prime that includes, in fact, my coaching. So just email me if you're interested. Ramon at RamonRay.com, Ramon at RamonRay.com, and just use the subject line Prime, and I'll email you back later on and tell you all about our new Prime program. With that, let's dive into Q&A. I'll do the ones that I see online here first because I'll answer those rapid fire. And then I'll see if anybody has questions on Clubhouse. If you do, just raise your hand. My friends who have the green M&Ms, they will bring you up if your bio is fully filled out. If your bio is filled out, even just a little bit, so we know you're a real person. It's gave some thought into your brand and what you do, and then we'll do that. So Patty asked a few questions, and I'm going to answer her questions in rapid fire. Love it. Pre-launch and relaunch PR, can you speak to the benefits? Patty, I love this. PR is perfect for specific campaigns. You got a book coming out that you want to launch or something you want to relaunch, PR can be perfect for that because in a compressed amount of time, you get your podcast, you get your blogs, you get your influencer campaign, you get all these things together, and boom, you push that out to make a big force into what you're doing. So I love that. Yes, for a pre-launch or relaunch, PR is great for that. Whether you're hiring a PR firm or using a boutique agency, you're looking at some of the things that we're doing to kind of say, hey, Ramon, do all this for me. Here you go. And we get it done for you. That's something for sure that PR is great for. Is PR reusable? Ooh, I love that. Absolutely, Patty. PR is reusable. If you're in any media, video, podcast, all these things, you're in a magazine, take a screenshot of that sucker and share it out. I've never known a magazine or media to sue you. They covered you. They featured you in it. Now, Inc., if you're on the Inc. 5000, there are some IP issues with you using the Inc. 5000 logo in your branding. I think you got to pay for that. It is what it is. But for you to do a press release saying we were featured in the Inc. 5000, I think things like that are okay. So, Patty, I love it. You should be reusing the press you get. Yes. Okay, talking about cold PR pitches. Patty, great questions. Can you pitch cold? Absolutely. I do it all the time. You have a journalist email, publications email, producer's email. Patty, I told you what's coming your way. What's coming to the way. Do you know that I'll be on a national a show? I'm working on it in the next few weeks or months. I have a meeting with them coming up in April. But Patty, I'm excited. This could be life-changing for me. That was a cold pitch. I pitched person A. We had 2 or 3 calls, discussions. I think they left the company. Their auto reply gave me to person B, sent a cold pitch to him. I pitched them, by the way, on LinkedIn, the first person. The second person, I pitched them cold. Now I'm going to meet the executive producer and the director of programming in about 2 weeks. I'm almost in tears just to be able to meet them, Pat, even if they say no. That's even hard. Just to get a meeting like that is not easy. I see your question, Portia. Love it. Come right to Clubhouse. All right. So sponsorship to being featured. Yes, PR is good for these things. What's the challenge about self-pitching? No, self-pitching is not any worse or better. Some journalists say they prefer a live pitch from a real human, Patty. So no, the problem with pitching, most people don't know how to do it. Most people are annoyed by it. Most people send so much insanely unavaluable information. They just don't know the finesse of pitching. That's why oftentimes it fails. KGI Design says, watching me on YouTube, says, Ramon, are you suggesting typical press releases? That's not what I was saying in this teaching, but yes, I'm not opposed to regular press releases. I do regular press releases on a a couple times a year, and I've been told, and I think they're good for AI. I think they're good for SEO. I think they're good. So I would do a regular press release once a week if your budget can do it. I would do it on a regular basis. Absolutely. Somebody is searching your name. What's the worst? They see you more in a press release, even if you did pay for it. So I'm no problem with that. And guess what? Guess what, KGI? Favor just said what I said is good. And if Favor said it's good, that means it's good. All right. Looking to the BW sides now. You know what? Let me pause a bit. If anybody who asked a question wanted to just unmic and ask me live, we'll take it. If not, I'll look through the textual chat. But let me just pause, see if any of my friends on BWC want to unmic and ask it live. And if not, I'll read it. I'll pause for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I just had a quick question, Ramon. I wanted to ask about
Whoa, whoa,
Prime.
whoa, 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 whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice you're hearing is Portia Mystique Steele, the book publisher, book marketer extraordinaire. You can just Google her name, Portia Mystique Steele. Okay, with that, Portia, the mic is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're talking about Prime, which I thought was very interesting because I feel like a lot of people want that visibility and they want it quickly. But my question is, who is it best for? Like, how can I determine whether or not it's a good fit for me? And is it specific to where somebody currently is in their career or with their brand? Do they have to be at a certain point for it to work for them?
I love it. So, and feel free to stay on mic if you're in a position, if you want to go back and forth for a few minutes. Great question. So, Genius Talks Prime It's what I've launched, Portia. It's my product, my service with my company, with my team. And I've realized, Portia, I go live all the time. I have a reach and my reach is growing. I realize I do podcasts. I have access to other podcasters and I produce content, Zone of Genius and more. My social platform is growing. And I said, you know what? That might be a great starting point for someone's like, Ramon, dang, yeah, if you'll feature me on your platforms, put me and I can reuse it, let's try it out and test it. So that's what Genius Talks Prime is all about. That's what that new offering is about. Genius Talks Prime. It's for those who are saying, you know what? Yeah, Ramon, let's try it. I'd love to work with Ramon in essence for him and his team to help me advance my PR, for me to help me advance my visibility. That's what Genius Talks Prime is all about. And it's best suited for coaches, authors, consultants, speakers, people like us who want to get to the next level. That's what that's for.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I think, in fact, Genius Talks. I think it's at from, just email me. Then it's actually live right now. But if you just email me, Ramon@RamonRay.com or Ramon@RamonRay.com, I will send you more information. Okay, who's next? On mic, say your name, or I'll look in the chat. Cool. Okay, we got some more questions coming in. Again, if anybody has a question, just on mic on the Clubhouse side. You have that freedom. On mic, no problem. Say, yo, Ramon, or better yet, say your name, and then I'll pause. So here's a few more questions we're seeing from the online. Patty asks, KGI is asking, do you use Haro? Help a reporter out. I think has been closed down by Scissione, the company that bought them, I think. But either way, yes, I've used Haro, and I think Peter Shankman, you can just look up Peter Shankman, SOS. He has a new platform that I think is still going on. And yes, I've used those. There's other tools called Quoted, 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 and I've used all those tools. And they work. But, the challenge is, they're overwhelming. 4,000 emails an hour. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll tell you the little secret based on my opinion. But those who know, Portia, Favor, others who in the PR, let me know. I could be wrong. A lot of those are just people wanting you to do the work for them. Hey, my name is Jenny. I'm writing an article about how to wallpaper your home. Send me 5,000 words or 3 million questions about how to wallpaper your home, just so they can copy and paste that and put it in their article. I get it, and they probably will give you credibility, but it's just, I'd rather you interview me. So I like it. Favor again. Boom. He said 100%, so I'm right on that. So again, people, you're talking to someone who's done this. In this sphere, I know what I'm talking about because I've invested my own money, invested my own time, and done it. And this is why I said, hey, we know what? Let me serve people with Prime. And again, Prime, if you're interested in consistent publicity for your business, something you want to try out, just email me, Ramon@RamonRay.com, Ramon@RamonRay.com, a service we have called Prime. And with that, also, you get mentorship and coaching from me because remote office hours is included. So to email me, Ramon@RamonRay.com, if you're looking for consistent attention in your business. So answering a few more questions on the video side, then I'll go to Clubhouse and see who's there. Thank you, Marcus Black. When you mention a press release, should you only mention one bullet point? No, press releases is a story, Patty. Press release is a story, is a positioning document about your product or service. So let's say it was Patty, and let's say it was your, I forgot the name, Mishugram. Something like, Grief expert says these 4 things keep people in grief perpetually. Maybe a bad headline, but a headline like this. Patty, founder of Mishugram, came out with a research report stating why blah, 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 and you have it, blah, 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 FAQ, some questions to follow up or to interview Patty about this. Here's what you should do. Something like that, ish, broadly is how your press release could be framed. Love the question. KGI asks, so are you suggesting, I love how KGI asks these questions, so are you suggesting, I feel like I'm on Lincoln was a lawyer on Netflix. So are you suggesting not just sending the press release to a reporter, but posting it on your website? Yeah, here's my 2 cents. I love the question because I'm a gangster on this. No, I don't like sending a press release to a reporter. Reporter doesn't care about your press release. No. But I'm about building a relationship. So here's how I've done it. Let's say I'm DMing my man Favor, and he's a journalist at Favor Media. Here's exactly what my subject line would say. Something like this. Hey, Favor, space, from Ramon, space, my dog just died. Here's my thoughts on it. My dog died. 3 things I did wrong. Hey, Favor, my name is Ramon Ray. I've owned a dog for many years. I was feeding him the wrong food. My dog got sick and died. And I'd love to know, I know you write about dog care. I'd love to talk to you about that for your next story. That was silly, but I'm using a silly example intentionally so you see this concept works with anything. So, no, I would not send the press release. It's about creating a story, it's about building first a relationship. That's the first game. I'm telling you this. It. I am so close to having the Rundown with Ramon show on a national platform. Even if I don't get it, it's okay. But I'm so close to getting on a national platform. And exactly what I'm telling you is how I did my pitch. Forget the exact wording, people. Don't get lost in exact wording. Y'all want a script. Can't give you a script. I could. I will. I mean, if you're on Ramon Office Hours or you're in Prime, I will. My man, Favor. Thank you, brother. I must be cooking today, Favor. I must be cooking. And I'm going to give you time to chime in, Favor, and others. But I'm telling you, people, this works. My emails to press KGI, it's no academic mumbo jumbo, sterile, perfect press. No. It's, hey, Becky, dash from Ramon, space. I'm a dad. Can we talk? That's it. And then, hey, Becky, I read your column in the Wall Street Journal. You talked about how families are burning out. Guess what? I'm a father. My two children, and I'm a grandfather, by the way, too, Becky, and I felt burned out. Let me know if we can talk about this. Boom, 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 boom. You can Google people. Haven't had it every day, but you can't beat the facts. MSNBC, been there. Wall Street Journal, been there. New York Times, been there. Cheddar, been there, and I can go on. So this is how you do it. BWC side, anybody want to unmic? If you have any questions, comments, and actually, Favor, feel free to jump in, brother. You're expert on this. Or anybody else who wants to jump in? I got about 2 minutes, and I got to run. I got another coaching program to do. But anybody else want to just jump in and say hi, say anything? I'll would love to have that, and then we'll close this out.
Ramon, this is so good. Go ahead,
No,
Marcus.
Favor, go ahead. You got the mic. Go ahead,
You
Favor.
go.
Talk to me. No, that was TN and Marcus and Favor. Favor, jump in, and then TN, then Marcus. Go ahead, Favor.
I'll be quick because I know you got time. This is so good because I know when we look at these content pillars, anytime we are being featured on a website, we should also bridge it to ours. And most times we spend 80% on social media and 20% on our website. Then we should be spending 80% on our website and 20% on social media. So if we're able to bridge those two and treat your website like a news report and treat it as a web page that people can visit on website visiting occasions, then you have new visitors and you have returning visitors because not everyone has seen you. Let's say you got featured on Forbes 2 years ago. Nobody has seen that. Maybe 2 people, maybe 20 people, but not 8 billion people. So it's always going to be new eyes looking at it. So make sure that you're always refreshing your cycle. Thank you. Back.
Favor, 1 second. Absolutely. Favor, tell us the name of your company, what people should go do and hear from you. Favor is one of the best CEO, SEO, and more experts in the world. Favor, give us the quick name. How do we find you?
Thank you so much. So you can go to wedon'tplaypodcast.com. My podcast has 650 episodes plus, and we are ranked in 166 countries. Reach out to me. Go to playinc.online. That's PLAYINC.online. And that's Work and Play Entertainment, where you can connect with us. We can help you with your AI SEO, with your website digital marketing, and make sure that you're top shape for AI visibility. Because right now, the future of business is private. And if your website is not active and responsive, you're going to be dormant, and that's going to create logs for you. So I hope I'm able to demystify that for you during our calls when we get on the sessions. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Favor. TN, jump in, brother. Talk to me. Wasn't sure if you were going to mic and say anything. You may be reaching for your mic button. Yeah, TN, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for all this amazing knowledge you give us
You're welcome.
for free. For me, I've been skeptical for PR for last 5 years. Somebody always, I think somebody who always send me an email about PR, that person loved me. I've been heading them, but today I understand that those people love me because they want me to expose myself to the word and share the word with the word what I got. But it was an amazing, Eli. But I have a question. My question is, how many miles it takes for somebody from a published book to become a peer or to have a really like national or global peer label from published book on?
Sure, great question. So the question is that I'm hearing it, and I'll answer it briefly, then I'm going to have Marcus Black close us out, is unless anybody else want to do Portia, my friend, or Danny, my friend, but then after that, we'll close the room. Yeah, how long does it take when you publish your book for you to be a national celebrity? I love the question. And there's no right answer, TN, because you can publish your book, Jack, Diddley, Squat, all their mothers and brothers and cousins will do nothing for you. Or you can publish your book in the next day. It really depends on 3 things, I think. A, How much have you prepped ahead of time to build your list and do all the things that need to be done? And we talk about a lot of this in Ramon office hours. So how much time did you prep ahead? The book's already done and you've not done much. It's never too late. You can start that and give yourself 3-6 months, whatever time it may take to get it done organically. Now, if God's blessed you with some funds and some money, you can buy your way in a good way, buy your way there. Series of Facebook ads, paying $5,000-$6,000, getting on national media, having a video team do this, that, and the other. So you can grease those wheels in an authentic way if you have some funds. But TN, let me get my man Marcus Black. And TN, listen, if you want to reach out to me, just email me, Ramon@RamonRay.com, Ramon@RamonRay.com. And then I got to serve a friend of mine in her coaching session. Marcus Black, talk to me, brother.
Man, you good, bro. This is just golden information. I don't want a thing but to just say I appreciate you taking the time to give knowledge, man.
You know what? Listen, I got to. Hey, Jeremy, you heard that? Favor said, Jeremy, turn around. Jeremy, listen. Favor said I did good today, and Marcus Black. Jeremy, hey, focus. And Marcus Black said I did good. There ain't nobody here, Marcus. I'm just talking to myself, man. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. Thank you, Favor. Everybody, this. That's what you got to do when you're in studio by yourself, man. You just got to call on people, pretend you're together. My name is Ramon Ray, everybody, hanging out with my friends Portia Mystique, Marcus Black, Favor, TN joined in, and of course, Danny's here and many other in the listening lounge. Glad you all are here today. Those who want to work with me, check me out at RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. Click the link there, Ramon Office Hours. And those who are interested in Prime to get consistent visibility for your brand, just email me, Ramon@RamonRay.com, Ramon@RamonRay.com, and I'll send you information about our brand new Prime program. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, others who are here today. Appreciate y'all. I am out.